You cannot feel this energy.
Drop.
Back on the water just before the band, guys, and we're going to make this intro really quick and simple because we've got some fishing to do, and you know what happens when you talk about it, it doesn't actually fire, so it'll happen. Right, we've got a special guest on board today. We got Quinny. Quinny's a commercial diver, so he's not used to this rod and reel stuff. That's why he's using about 200-pound gear just for snapper here, but he's an absolute gun underwater, and we've got the dive tanks. Have a look at this. It's all going to happen today, guys. A couple of crays for lunch maybe. Other than that, let's go get some fish.
Suiting up to go for a quick dive, and Maddie's hooked up.
This one might not be a bad fish, Kev. I don't reckon it's a monster. It didn't take a steaming run or anything.
Well, it's been a little bit of a quiet morning, so we're not going to whinge. What do you think, Pinky?
I'm feeling pink. It's got some head shape. I'd be happy with anything, mate. It's been that long since we've actually got out on a decent day. Pinky, but it's...
That's a fish, first fish of the day.
Alright, first fish of the day, and it's living up to Maddie's fishing spots at the moment. Just nothing big, but they'll get better from here, I'm sure of it. Kep's on. I hope this is bigger than mine, Kep.
Yeah, it is.
Good fish. Oh yeah, there's head shakes there, bro. Yeah, might get this one out the way.
Yeah.
We got Quinton gearing up to go in for a swim, so he's going to get this one up.
This is a good fish.
That's a good fish. Oh, I got no bait. Good to know. Oh, there's nothing better than the last couple of days before the ban. Had some solid fish coming up to the boat.
Yeah, we just wasn't much happening, but I think that tide change is going to be the difference.
Yep.
Yeah, this is actually a good fish.
That's a good fish. I mean, that's heavy gear and that's going hard. Might get that net ready, Quinny.
I've got colour. Yep, get the net.
Good pinky, I reckon, there.
Yeah, this is a really good fish, actually. Yeah,
Bruiser, absolute bruising pink.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Got the net? Yeah, got him, mate. Yeah.
Oh, that is a horse. Absolute bruiser. Mate, that's a metre there.
That's going to be my PB, I think.
That is a metre.
Yeah, the boys. Oh, Matty, we did it.
Great fish, lad.
That's a 12 kilo jobby.
And check where the hook is, mate, because at that big he has to go back, but we'll check where that gill's is. If he's bleeding at all, we'll do the righty. Yeah, it's in his gills, isn't it?
Yeah, he swallowed it right down.
Ah, Snell in the gills. All right, bugger. But I tell you what, mate.
I would have liked to give that one back, but you can see he's already.
It's in his gills.
I guess I'll have to probably tax it him this one because she's a hooter.
We'll get a measure on it too, mate, because that is a thumper. Let's have a good look. Oh, get the light on him. Turn around. Yeah, baby, that is an absolute horse. How do you feel about that, big fella, in 5 metres of water?
Well, there's the 90 centimetre mark on that ruler, and she's way past that.
You're about 950. But what a big boy that is. The good news is it is a boy, man, so we're probably not doing the wrong thing by getting a really nice couple of feeds out of that.
To be honest, I haven't taken many fish this year, and band's about upon us, so he'll get a couple of nice meals and good memories, so cheers, guys.
And unfortunately, here's what happens, guys. Once you try to take that second hook out of the gills, blood immediately runs out, and at that point this fish is not going to release. So happy days, Cap. There's a bit of a feed at least, mate. We can't feel too bad about it.
Yeah, there's definitely a feed there. Let's get another one. Well, it's always a special feeling getting a PB, and especially right up before the ban. You know, you're going to have a break from these fish for a while, and you get out hoping for something. You don't expect a PB, but when one comes along, it's pretty special, and I'm going to have a bit of a grin on my face for the rest of the day. We might not get anything else, and I'll still be happy, but awesome stuff. Awesome feeling, and it's something you just ride on for a couple of weeks at least, and until the next time it happens. But that's what it's all about right there, guys.
So the day's young, guys, and how's that? So just after sun up, we'd been in the water for about half an hour, and that cracking fish from Kep. Just such an amazing feeling when you got 3 blokes on board and 3 rods going, and a big fish like that comes on board. It's all worthwhile. As I said, the day's young. We're going to steam out after this little sunrise bite and hopefully get something at the back of Rotto. But in the meantime, stay tuned. Plenty more fishing to be done.
Yeah, well, I got my fix. I think I might jump in dive gear and head down and have a look what this ground looks like, and maybe try and have a crack at a crayfish.
How'd you go getting into that suit, Cap?
Oh, you know, I've put on a couple of winter kilos, but I'm in.
You're getting shit about being a skinny chef, mate. I seen on social media the other day. And now you're whinging about not getting into a wetsuit.
Well, they want to fatten me up, so I got to do it. I just have to upgrade wetsuits.
That fish is going to fatten you up anyway, bro, so we won't be diving again next week, I reckon.
Beer battered snapper, come on.
And here's the man of the moment.
I'm gonna get some crayfish.
Are you?
I can't catch a fish in a rod to save my life.
Well, if you come up without CRAYS, mate, and pushing you back in and taking your tank off you.
Well, the last fish I got, legitimately, was that harlequin that I got the craylet.
Yeah, okay.
I got more like catching fish with a loop than I do with a hook. I'm just useless with a rod.
If that goes to show what sort of diver this guy is, I've heard of him stabbing fish in the head while he's diving. So, mate, it's all up to you today.
I'm more worried about trying to keep up with him because he's bloody quick. He's a friggin' fish. Commercial diver, dives for sea slugs on the Great Barrier Reef, and I'll probably be out of breath by the first 3 kicks.
Get him, lads.
Hit 320 bar. Yep. All the way on. Water turn back. Fins, boots, mask, diver ready to be hat.
Quick wristy before you go in.
Don't tempt me. I'll do it too. Yep. Crow, chuck that clip on.
You know why divers roll backwards out of the boat?
Why?
Because if they roll forwards, they land back in the boat.
Get out of here, mate.
Don't joke
Go
today.
Bugger off, and if you come up with nothing, you're going back in.
But for those of you that struggle to put your dive gear on by yourself, or even if you got handy, capable men around, useless people, don't try and put it on like a backpack. You got to commit, have a bit of strength, and just trust that it'll work. Have it sitting in front of you, open everything up, have your arms nice and free. You're actually going to go in like right now. So the crooks of your elbows, like so. Grab the cylinder with your hands and send it over the top.
You!
And that's it. From there, you tighten up, get all your shit sorted, and go get some CRAYS. See you back at the top.
Righto guys, the boys have just peeled in. I'm obviously staying in the boat for safety, and I'm probably going to have a dive a bit later. The reason why I'm not jumping in the water right now is because I blew eardrums when I was diving back when I was younger, and it was not a nice experience. Ears have never really fully recovered in water. So what I'm going to do is wait to the end of the day and probably chuck a tank on then and go for a swim. In the meantime, I'm going to try catch one more fish. The morning's getting on, you know, the sun's getting a bit higher. Not really expecting another pinky, but you know, like if there's a Sambo, kingy, or another pinky around, I'm not going to complain. Guys, really important that when you're tending the boat and you've got a couple of divers in the water, you know where they are. So I'm always constantly scanning the horizon here. I know which bit of reef to swim over to. I'm now just watching air bubbles. For any reason something changes, you can't find bubbles, just be a little bit more alert. Doesn't mean you have to panic, but while you're in the boat, it's actually a very important role to play. It's a dangerous game down there, so you make sure that you guys are safe at all times. The boys have surfaced, but geez, I've only been down about 15-20 minutes, so that either means I've got a quick bag or there's nothing down here.
Stuff.
How'd you go, big fella?
Yeah, not real flash. I'm going to blame that guy. Just getting in my way all the time. No, he's not. He's good. I just couldn't find the
Nothing down there. Righto, next spot then. I'm going to ask you why you're all out of breath. How did you go, big fella?
Oh, it was a good dive, but pretty barren down there till we got over to the CRAYS over there. But we were both out of air by the time we got there.
Oh no.
Saw a couple of dewies and could hear the CRAYS when we got there, but no, it was a bit of a wasteland.
Decent sized dewies or not really?
50 centimetre jobbies.
Next spot it is, brother. Let's get in the boat and go move.
We hardly getting out of the water after our dive, and we are on. This is a big one.
This is a big fish.
This isn't a snapper.
I think. Oh no, head shakes. Could be. I just can't get any line back yet.
Oh, watch out! There's a little pot over there. Come on, Matty.
This is a good fish.
All right. Can you actually get the net so I can keep the footage going?
This may make up for that shock and dive, Cap. You're still in your jocks, brother. How good's this?
Don't mind me. Trying to get undressed over here and old mate's hooked up. The show goes on.
I've got a feeling though that was the luck. That was the deal seal. The fish went quiet. You guys got the water. You probably bellied it up for me. You haven't been in the water for a while, so I knew you were a bit nervous, Cap. You just take a poo while you're in there. Or...
This is a good fish, Matty.
Oh, he's wrapping around backwards on it. Don't do that. Very good fish. This is the brand new sustain setup, guys. I always wanted to run a sustain, so I've finally done it. And I'll tell you what a magic reel. I've run Stellars, I've run top quality diver gear, but for a reel at the mid-range price, you can't go wrong with that. Hooked a nice fish earlier and lost that.
I think he followed us up from the dive, Matt.
He might have been a bit inquisitive. I've only got a light leader on this. This is 30-pound leader, so I'm actually a little bit concerned at this point. It's actually a big fish, man.
Yeah, it's a very nice fish. Might be another donkey pinky. Might just be the day for the big boys.
I'm just going to take it light on that leader. 30. I don't know why I keep doing the 30-pound. I figured that as the morning got on, we needed to drop a lighter leader.
He's not happy.
Don't let him go by the anchor.
What colour?
Alright, you jump in around me, Quinny.
Decent colour.
Oh, it's a big fish, yeah.
Oh, man, swimming circles under the boat. I haven't had one this big in a while, guys. Oh boy. Cracking feeling. I just don't want to go. Oh no, it's a sandboat. Oh,
that's why I was going so hard.
Oh, a little photo with this little puppy will be alright. He's not even a big one. Yeah, a 10-kilo fish if that. Bit of fun to finish the morning at this spot though. That was cracking. And to be honest, can't be too greedy with a fish. We've got a massive fish in the esky, so another big snapper would have gone back, and that was just as much fun. Obviously it's a nice big snapper, so let's have a look at this guy. And I was throwing plastics around all bloody morning and I nailed it on bait, so I feel like a great fisherman.
Just come around this way for us, Matty.
Get a bit of sun on him.
Yeah, we go.
All right. So anybody that fishes around Perth or the southwest knows that these things are just the best fun, especially on light tackle. I've got a 30-pound leader going there, so I couldn't go too hard on him. But even the fish around about the 8 to 10 kilo range like this, so much fun. They're a magic fish. What do you reckon, boys? Should we head out to the wrecks and target the 40-kilo models?
Yeah, we definitely need to stop off at a couple of spots, yeah.
All right. Well, let's get this bat fella back in the water while he's nice and fresh.
All right, mate.
Sweet. And this is what makes it all worthwhile, guys. You get a nice healthy fish and he swims to see another day. You.
Oh, just what I needed.
It's actually a cracker of a day.
Yeah, ripping day. Righto guys, we've just pulled up at the next spot. We've punched out now, so we're out near Rotto. Boys have got the rods in the water. Skipper's found a few fish on the sounder. and it's looking promising. We've got a little bit of tide movement still, so fingers crossed, a couple of fish.
Yeah, so there we go. Never fished here, but we'll give it a go.
Yes, this is living Kepler. This is why you put these motors on here, wasn't it?
See ya.
You didn't need to drive the boat.
Seating deck.
Yeah, I may have done that off the back of the boat.
Well, this time it's a fish, it's not seaweed, and you know what? Some people classify that as the poor man's crayfish. Today, I think we're going to get crays, boys, so that's not going to be a poor man's crayfish. Although I am a poor man, it's not going to be my crayfish.
Of course you're a poor man, we're fishermen.
Mate, you're going to have to catch crays because I'm not game enough.
I don't think it hurt to have one quick drift over this.
Yeah.
Oh, there! What? Don't do that.
There's a little knob on the end of the esky there, right?
Did you love a smart ass that says something smart ass when you've hurt yourself really bad?
Yeah, but you see, it takes your mind off the hurt.
It makes you hate me and not hurt me.
Exactly, I'm actually doing you a favour, right? Oh, that's fucking tapping hard.
Oh, it's tapping.
Get the dog.
So Kep's on.
Don't know what it is. It's not taking any drag, but there's a little bit of weight there.
As long as it's tasty, mate, who cares?
Yeah, it's a bit of that sort of feeling, isn't it?
There's quite a big fish in the esky, so let's just hope it's tasty, whatever this is. Oh, dew banger.
Is it dewy?
Yeah, a little dewy. I'll tell you what, mate, that'll be legal too. Beautiful.
3. I reckon my line dragged your line into me.
Oh, you think you're part owner of that fish?
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely, mate.
Right.
So Quinny, what's the story?
So, my bait was in line, but then he went around me and I pulled his hook in front of mine and I gave it to him.
Okay, so it's part your fish.
Yeah.
You're claiming that?
Yeah, it was my fish.
I'm with you on that.
I honestly think stick to diving.
As long as it's not fucking any of your spots, it should be right.
Ah! Yeah, fair call.
It was actually my spot, but
Oh.
anyway. But you know what, Kep,
That's lovely.
let's get a measure on him straight away, mate, because I reckon that that's a keeper and that is going to be a tasty addition to the bag.
Yeah, we got a keeper. Yeah.
55, bloody beautiful.
There you go. He's a baby, but you know, these are the best eating fish. They don't release well anyway, so #1 for the esky, and we're looking good. For anyone interested, this is my little homemade rig. It's a bit of a rip-off of the Vex setup that I've been seeing around everywhere. And it's just an elevated jig head with a snell and an octopus on it. I put a little running swivel in the middle so the bait sits a little bit straighter, and I'm yet to be outfished using this. I probably won't go back to Paternoster unless I'm fishing 50 plus meters and I can't get to the bottom. Otherwise, this is the new go for sure. But yeah, I'll get the blood out of him, quickly dispatch him and keep fishing. Cheers, guys.
Sensational. Look, we've got a cracking bag, guys. One thing that I do want to make a huge mention of when I'm fishing, especially, a lot of people I know now have adopted this. No matter what the size of the fish is, if it's legal, do the right thing, put that fish in the bag. So you're gonna have good days where you catch a big fish and you're gonna really, you know, get fillets in the freezer. But look, the issue is you start releasing small fish because you want to target that big one, and you're unnecessarily killing a lot of fish you release. So guys, there you go, prime example. 50 centimetre dew, 55 centimetre dew, but lovely food. And what are we going to do here? We've got a brain spike.
Yeah, so I've just bled him, and got a hook in.
Quinny's got a bit of South Australia.
South Australia? That's where we are, is it?
Well, Southwest Australia.
Southwest Australia. Oh.
And yeah, just you reach, feel for the soft spot in the head. Insert the icky just behind the brain there, and you basically just want to crush that brain. There we go. So he's just tensed up. He's just tensed up. Just make sure I definitely got it. And that fish will go loose. So that fish is now soft. and he'll stay like that out of the esky. And yeah, you just get a better product. You just get a nice, beautiful flesh, no blood in the flesh, and yeah, these are the best eating size for sure. He's still got a little bit left in him. Just gonna...
So we're sticking to the plan, guys. It's honestly such a good day out here that all we're going to do is steam around the islands, around the island, see if we can't find a few more demersals, and once we've done that, we might have a sambo jig. But if the wind really kicks up, we'll steam back in. It's been a great day in the water already.
It's a telemarketer. Tinny ringtone from 1983.
Yeah. Hello, Quentin speaking.
Surely would have updated to us.
Dead set was going to be a snap. I'm like, what do? Do I just save the one snag I'm here for and leave his other one? So I end up on them both out. What are you on?
He's on.
He's on!
He's on. We recording?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go, Matteo, go!
it's nothing exciting, lads, but if it's a Harley, I'll be stoked. 'Cause that's something I haven't caught Metro yet. Well, on a hook. Straight hooks I've caught plenty.
I got my last one at Cray Loop.
And fishing doesn't get any more comfy than this, guys. Have a look. I've got the motor seat. I call it the cowling position. I've never actually called it that.
You got? What do you got?
Oh, it might be a little baldy, so it's nothing big.
It's a little Jewy.
It's a baby Jew.
Oh, it is too. Well, I'll tell you what. The old coconut ice has always caught me dew bangers. I've always struggled with pinkies on the coconut ice. Not that I can claim this as a decent fish, but I'll come and have a chat. So that's a little dew banger, a little Rottnest Island dew banger, guys, and he's going back. He's probably a little bit small. In fact, I'll give it a measure because I don't want to say that too soon. Coconut ice, 7-inch, with a, I think I've got a 1.5 ounce there. Yeah, 1.5 ounce jig head, 7.0 hook, and provided it's legal, that was a bit of fun.
No way.
48, boys. So that's a certain go back. Have you got a what depth are we in?
He'll go back, man.
26 metres.
Just give
I'm
him
gonna have a
a
go.
look first. I got a release weight in the gunnel otherwise.
Yeah, he's not kicking at all, mate. I'll go to release weight.
Leg or safe as life, hey?
So guys, these fish are the future of our fishery, so really look after them. I'll keep him in the water. Kep's going to get a release weight going there. We're going to get him straight back to the bottom. No matter what size they are, spend the time and get them in the water so your kids have got something to catch in the future. Alright guys, so this is how we use a release weight, straight in the corner of the jaw.
Just through the soft part so it doesn't hurt you too much.
I'll drop it, you take the rod, bro.
Well, what's going to happen is the weight's going to go downwards and pull him down. So just let the sinker go.
It's actually thick and strong, that's great.
Yeah, he's off. You just drop him straight to the bottom. And then the idea is once he gets to the bottom, I can actually see him going down on the sounder. Once he gets to the bottom, you lift that weight up, give it a shake, and it'll come out of his mouth. Gives his swim bladder a chance to deflate and saves the fish.
Let's look after the fishery, guys. I've got to be honest, there's a lot of talk at the moment that the biomass at the moment is not that great, and we need to do everything possible to make sure that there's fish for the future. And not just that, let's just look after the environment. I'll sort this out.
Oh, I'm on, watch out.
It's all happening.
Hold on.
There's a lot of action back at that last spot, but they're all pretty small, guys. So now we're at the back of Rotto. We're still working some shallow water. What are we in? 27 metres now. So hopefully we can put something pretty decent on the end of the line. How you going there, Quinny?
I want a black ass. I really do. I haven't caught a fish all day.
Yep.
A bit of pinkies, a couple of dewies. Me, nothing. But I want a black ass. I don't want the biggest fish, but I want the tastiest one.
I'm with you on that. Black ass are pretty good eating. Kep, what are you after, mate?
I just want a horse dewy. It's all I ever come out here for, if I'm being honest.
Oh.
I've got my PB snapper. A PB dewy just made this the best trip ever.
I just want to catch a wrasse. But I'm going to set the standard low for myself, because if I do that, I'm going to catch a really good fish.
Yeah, but
so
Kev already caught the Buffy. He's already beaten you.
he did catch a Buffy. And now that we've mentioned that, we're going to roll the footage of the Buffy.
Oh, what? Buffy. Wow.
Oh man, I'm never going to stress about catching a wrasse again on camera.
Poor thing.
These things are... Why are you going to do me like that?
It's in the video now, mate.
Yeah, now. There's no denying it.
There's no getting away from it.
All I do is take you guys out fishing, and all you do is throw rods.
Wouldn't be any different if I took you out fishing. Righto, Quinny's jumping back in the water, guys, and this is it. This is the big moment for you, mate, because we need to feed a crays.
I want to feed a crays.
We've got the best eating fish in Perth, in the Esky. Now we need some crays, bro.
Yeah, let's top it all up.
All right, mate. You pumped? You reckon this is the spot?
If I say it is, I won't catch anything.
Well, say it isn't.
I reckon there's a chance.
Okay.
There is a chance. It's a beautiful day.
Be a good dive either way.
I'm going to enjoy it, but let's just top it off.
Get in there, brother.
Do it.
I'll put you on it.
Do it. TikTok, cod bait.
TikTok.
There you shark bait.
Cod bait.
Let's see if you go down. See if you can go down on the sounder.
Because I've been eaten by a cod before.
Oh, this is right. You did, didn't you?
I did get
Your face got mauled.
I my head bit by a cod.
We're just going to the pub. We'll be back.
Go to the pub. Yeah, okay, sure.
We won't pick you up if there's no crays, so make it happen.
Yeah, easy.
Don't know. Not doing much. Oh, it's another foul hook leathery. You can come home.
That's going home. They are sensational eating. How pretty are these horseshoe leather jackets?
Yeah.
They're an amazing looking fish, and they are so tasty.
They are actually. Yeah. If you spend the time filleting them, they're really good to eat.
Moment of truth, guys. We found him. Quinny, what do we got, son? I see red, I see red, I see red! Yoo-hoo!
I knew it.
Yeah, boys. See down there. A lot more to get, and I couldn't reach them.
What was the bottom like? Was it nice?
That was lovely. I spent a lot of time in one big cave, actually.
Yeah.
Did a bit of exploring, a few rocky, rubbly runs. Lots of scallop shells, but no living ones.
All right.
Yeah, it was a beautiful dive.
Well, mate, that's lunch sorted. You've outdone yourself, Kep's outdone yourself. Let's go have a beer.
Let's do it.
Look at the size
Look
of
at
it.
the jumbo.
Hold that up.
Jesus. He's done alright, eh? I mean, that right there is as good eating as you're going to get. A couple of dewies, big snapper, all looked after well. WA seafood at its best. I can't wait to cook these up.
Alright, so come up with your bag. Bottom was silty. If it was clear, you check your crays down there, but risk losing it. So in the bag it goes, come up. Legally, you have 5 minutes back on the boat to check them, gauge them, and throw back the ones that aren't legal. First thing you're going to check is size. Size is 76mm legally from between the horns, the front of the head, to the back of the carapace, or the back of the head, which is here. So if you're sitting there like that, for 76, this is well above that. Be there to there, well above that. Great. So at the moment, it's a keeper cray. Next, I'm going to flip it over to see if it's a male or a female. Male or female differences between the fins. Males have this outer set, females have an outer and an inner set. You can see on this inner set, this one's actually hairy. It's called cetose. It's where the eggs are going to be held onto when they grow. The next way that I can tell it's a female and that it's actually in heat is this black spot here. It's called a tar spot. Unfortunately, this is the deciding factor as to whether I can keep this one or not. Legally, cetose I can. Tar spot I cannot. She's too far along in heat. She's going to reproduce. Unfortunately, this one, despite being size, is going to go back. She's going to sink quite often. Once you've handled them, they're just going to sink to the bottom and they'll settle and she'll keep going on.
Righto, so Quinny's got the crays. He's now going in for a free dive, but he's going to shoot a nice fish. How long is it going to take you, mate?
If I get it done in the first 5 minutes, I'll be pretty happy. But might take a bit of searching, might take a bit of coaxing to get them out of the holes.
I've heard you're better than that.
I don't want to, you know, talk too highly of myself, but I do this for a living, so I've got to be somewhat all right at it. All right, I'm out here, boys.
Good luck, mate.
Is that Quinton?
What's up? You got a fish? Let's go to him.
Yep. He's happy. Righto, Quentin's shouting out. We can't work out whether it's a big shark or he's got himself something decent. So let's go have a look. He's just chucked the free dive gear on. Yep. How you feeling?
Days. I haven't caught a fish all day on the rod and reel. 10 seconds in the water, straight hook all the way.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Lovely.
And that finishes the bag off just nice, bro. So we'll get him in the esky and you can get back down there and find us some more crays. Or spear us something else.
Yeah, I'll have a look for some crays and see how my breath hold goes.
Sweet.
You.
Alright, we're back in the harbour. It's 1:30 p.m. So some days, guys, you absolutely kill it. Other days, which we've experienced a couple of times recently, we haven't quite killed it. The fish have been very small. But lads, today, hats off to you, Quinny. You absolutely nailed that in the water, mate. And Skip, what did you think of that?
Loved it. Loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
It was great getting Quinton in the... We've been talking about doing this for ages and it's good to get him out and have a... I love having a dive. I haven't had a dive in ages. Bloody beautiful, and I reckon we need to go back to mine, crack a few drinks, fire up the pizza oven and get on with it.
I agree, mate. Now, for anyone that doesn't know Quinton, you're FIFO, aren't you? So you fly in, fly out for work, but he rescues cray pots back in Perth. So if you've ever got a stuck pot, we'll post the link up a bit later. Maybe give him a call. He's not always in Perth, but when he's here, he'll be more than happy to come and get your pots out for you. It's not free, but it's the prices are amazing. Other than that, guys, we're just going to wrap this up right now. That was an amazing day in the water. We're going to have some frothy, so stay tuned. I'm going to roll some extra clips, plus whatever we do tonight, we'll roll that on too. So see you on the next one. Cheers. Active. Cheers, crew. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.